So today's video is going to be installing a CD player into this C30, same thing as a C10, a K10, a K20. If you are a fan of the C10s, then you should know this is pretty much the same truck, just a bigger edition, you know, suspension and stuff. But what you want to do first is unhook your battery, because you don't want no sparks or anything. I actually got the battery out of this, and at the moment, this truck, and using it over in my other rollback, which is over here. And because it takes dual batteries, and you know, I had to buy this battery to put over there as I'm finishing up on a little upgrades to that one. But back to what we need to do. We need to remove all these bolts out of your bezel. That's all across the top here. This one's missing a lot of them. And then you got some right here. Then you got some bolts underneath here. This piece right here that holds this on will need to come off. So you might as well get you is a 4-way or a hex head. Sometimes they one or the other. Just depends. Take all these out and put them in a bowl, and then remove your bezel. Pretty much after you get all your screws out, go ahead and hold your brake or drop this if you got a tilt still, and this is actually a standard shift truck but with a tilt still and column. I'm going to do something about this later in the videos, but right now it don't bother me. But you can hold the brake and pretty well put this all the way down in low 1 and pull your bezel out. But you got to make sure you got all your bolts out. And if it's having trouble coming loose, double check. Make sure you have no bolts left in it. I do not. So it should come out. It should now. There it goes. Depending on your bezel style too, will tell you if you need to remove this or not. Some do, some don't. This one don't. My dash pad has got it. Up you go, dash pad. I pretty much had to use both hands, but I got it removed, and you can set it to the side. Keep up with your bolts and everything. You don't want to lose them. I just got mine laying here in the seat because I ain't got all my bolts, and pretty much I'll probably lose them. So need new anyway. Need a new bezel too. Once you get that, you will want to figure out exactly the center of your CD player where you're going to put it. This is the CD player that we're going to be putting in this right here, and if you can tell, it will not fit at all. It won't fit because it's not made for this truck. Back in the day, they didn't have fancy technology like we do now. So let's go ahead and find a kit. The truck's got a center console. Actually, this is a 2001 Dodge seat. I got an install video on this. If you want to see that video and you can't find it on YouTube by Google search, just let me know in the comment section, and I will shoot you a link to the video of where I made this seat work in this truck. Now that's the part number, and instructions is in it, so let's go ahead and open it. To install this, you want to pretty well get your piece right here and a Sharpie, and go ahead and just pretty well put your bolts into it. You got bolt holes there, and now it lines up, and you got one behind this that lines up. Go ahead and put all your bolts in it to hold this tight and flush so you can see where you need to cut. So we got the bolt here and bolt here. I actually got this loose here. This is basically just a template. You want to take your marker and mark all this or something, a scribe or something, so you know where to cut. So go ahead, take your Sharpie, pretty well mark exactly where you need to cut. This might take a couple tries, but pretty well once you get it, you'll know about where you need to cut. And you want to not cut too much off at one time. If it takes you a few times to cut it and then file it down, that's fine too. You can use a cutoff wheel, a die grinder, 10 snips, that's up to you. I probably just use 10 snips. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get this done. But it's fixing to come one hell of a storm, and I still got this C30 loaded. I'm going to have to unload this very soon, if not today, here the next day, because it is going to come one hellacious storm. Well, we got a hailstorm. Welcome to Kentucky. Told you guys it's gonna come a storm. Anybody need a snow cone? Good thing about this little, even though hail ain't a good thing, but these little stuff, they don't really do damage to vehicles. It's the big stuff that busts through windows and stuff. This fine hail right here is kind of easy on the hoods and stuff. As you can see, no damage, no dents, no cracked windows. So hopefully nobody anywhere else got any big hail either. I'm just checking everything. So this is pretty much the bezel. Now guys, you will need to cut out where your radio went. That's what this template is for. You basically can put some screws in it and bolts and mark it on the back side and cut this out to what is needed. If you can see, all the holes line up, and just mark it out. Take you a little little hacksaw or something, or a Dremel, and cut this out. Cut it out square, flush. Somebody done broke mine. I didn't do it. Then you will need to cut these pieces from this bezel out where his radio goes. They just easy to cut out, and this guy will go right over top of your bezel, just like so, and your radio will go over it. You know, shame it don't go like this, but it does. And this guy will sandwich in between of it for added support. So this guy will go behind here, this guy will go up top, and your CD player will go through it. I'll show you out here in a second. So go ahead and cut it all out. So your cage for your CD player will fly through this just like so. Then it will go into your cut bezel and pretty well look just like that. So we have that pretty well took care of. So we will want to pretty well reinstall the bezel with this cage behind it before we even go any further, because you need to do that before you put this in there, because you can't get to them two bolts, and them two bolts is pretty well needed for support. It's not the prettiest job. I use some of the dullest, most hickish wire snips that's been pretty well neglected for years to cut this out, and I just bent these tabs over here. Once I got the sides cut, you could just tuck a Dremel and cut them and then bend it out. Be a much cleaner cut, but you ain't gonna see it. Out of sight, out of mind. But still, you know, that actually protects my cable from getting close to the CD player for my PTO. And this side I just been out of the way too. You can take some paint, touch this up, but I will be painting this dash in a future video. It'll be all blacked out. But in order to do that, I will have to strip these components off, this and this, and the gauge out, because we're going with a Dakota digital gauge when we put a new engine and stuff in this rollback, once we maybe fall, once we get a time frame set up. But that will pretty well go right in here after you get your bezel on. So go ahead and throw your bezel back on and make sure your piece is behind it for support. So I got my bolts in. I'm missing quite a bit of bolts here. I will get new bolts, but I got the two most important bolts here and here into my bezel. Mine's broke, but I will pretty much change this bezel in the coming days if I can find one. Next step, go ahead and insert this guy into your cubby hole. So I got everything in place. This actually is nice. It's smooth. It sets in pretty flush. Can't even tell that that's been broke. So I'm very happy with that. Now I'm going to take my pre-owned CD player. You can just insert it like this. You can lock it in place too if you wanted to. You could actually put this whole piece in at one time. But I'd rather do it like this. I ain't really worried about anybody taking my CD player or going anywhere. It fits awful snug in there, as you can see. So just put it in like so. So that's the CD player installed. It looks great. You can't tell what's already been broke. The bezel before is that cover fits nice and snug once you get the CD player and plate in it. It actually fits, you know, right up against this. There ain't no gap hardly. It just sits over top of those two screws. So I don't know if this has the harness in it for the radio that came factory in it or not. I ain't checked, but that will be an upcoming video when I hook this up. It's easy to do. You can get under the dash, just some wires and some connections you can make. I actually don't have no speakers to my knowledge in this truck that actually work, so I will be another video on replacing the speakers. But I will make one on hooking up the stereo and adding the speakers in the future, so hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss that. Hopefully, you know, guys, you found this video useful. You drop me a like, you leave me a comment, let me know if you actually put this video to use, and hit that subscribe button to show your support for my channel. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.